know that he's deceiving. Please believe it, we got the keys to the kingdom. We'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these demons. I know you see them scheming. Please believe it, we got the keys to the kingdom. We got the keys for these brothers with the Jesus pieces, but they really don't know Jesus. Just know that he's deceiving. Please believe it, we got the keys to the kingdom. We'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these demons. I know you see them scheming. Please believe it, we got the keys to the kingdom. We got the keys to the keys to the.
You follow? My brother right here. Brother right here with the locks. Bro, hey, what's up, bro? I just seen y'all having a conversation. What y'all been going over so far?
Many different things. He's asking me my nationality.
Okay. What was your answer?
Somali, I'm Cherokee.
You said Cherokee. Okay. So, if you're a Cherokee, you know about Cherokee history?
Not a lot.
Okay, not a lot about it. But how do you know you Cherokee?
Because I went down my family history. I talked to my great-great-grandmother and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I like to hear that. Give me numbers 1 to 18. So, remember, we're going over that we're the Israelites according to the Bible. But, we got to prove these things. What's your race? African American? You think that's what your dad is too?
I really don't think we're that at all. I think we're Indian.
Native Indian? You think the same? So, on the Cherokee, what side of the family is that on? Both sides, for real. Okay. Numbers 1 to 18. I'm going to tell y'all why I'm asking y'all that question. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
They said they declared their pedigree. So it's talking about our people. Y'all know about like dog breeding, like pedigrees? A pedigree of the dog is like the same thing you would say is a race in a human. You know, that's what type of dog that they are, what type of person we are. So it says we declared our pedigrees or our race how?
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
So that's the new thing y'all learned today. You declare your race by what your father is. So really, there's no such thing as a mixed person. You may have mixed features, but your nationality derives from your father. Y'all understand that? Exactly. I like how you said that because think about it. It just made common sense. Like, say we planting something. You got a fly? You trying to roll out? You got a fly though? Don't leave without the fly, bro. You ain't got no question before you roll out. You got it on your face like you got a question.
I don't have a question. I'm just trying to go. I get into it with y'all every time.
You been here before? I ought to take the fly.
Not with you, but in Silver Spring, I got into it. Israelites down Galilee.
Well, we don't all teach the same thing, bro.
I understand.
We don't all agree on this Bible. So, but what we do agree on is that we are the people of God and we must keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments to get salvation. So make sure you read up on it, do the history. It's not enough to just know you're a Cherokee. Take it further. Do the history. Read. Do the research. All right, bro. We'll catch up with you. Angela. So why you say you think your father is Native Indian? Why you think that?
I'm not sure. I think my great-grandmother was.
On his side? Okay, that's fine. Cause watch this. Ezekiel, let me see the sign real quick. So look down this sign. You see this? These are the 12 tribes of Israel. On the right side, my right, that's what God calls you. And on that side, that's what we're called today. If you go down to the tribe, Native Indian, we get the Gad, right there. Boom. A little lower, under Zebulon. Higher, boom. See where it says that? Native Americans? In the Bible, God calls you Gad. We'll go over a little bit of the history real quick. We don't usually go here, but I'm going to go here. Go to Genesis 49. Real quick. More Bible prophecy tying your identification to the Bible. Let me go get some laws for you. So don't roll off. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So, do you know any Native American history? Not much. Okay, we're going to bring some out of the Bible, and you can go back home and look this stuff up and correlate it with the Bible. So it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Gad, that's a warrior-like tribe. You're familiar with the Native American look, at least, right? They had the war paint. They were known for shooting the bow and arrows, riding on horses. They were always in war. But it said a troop shall overcome them. They were overcome by the U.S. cavalry. That was led by Andrew Jackson. You can read about that. So, where you go from here? Isaiah, that's fine. Read this as well. Because there's a celebration in November. right before Christmas, right after Halloween, which are all pagan holidays. In between there in November, what they celebrate usually? You said what? Thanksgiving. What's that a celebration of? Okay. So how did they tell you that started? Okay, so you just grew up on a tradition. Okay. Well, we here to tell you that tradition is a lie for one. But we're going to bring out what they tell you. Remember, I don't know if you ever heard. They talk about the Pilgrims and the Native Americans sat down together at a big table and ate turkey, and that's why we eat turkey and all that. That never really happened. The Pilgrims, the so-called white men, they came and slaughtered the Native Americans. They didn't get together and have no dinner and have fun. And if they did, it's because the Edomites would come. Let's get that when they, smooth words. It was Psalm 55:21, I believe so. They came and they gave a bunch of peace treaties. You know what a treaty is? Okay, so the Edomites, that's what they call in the Bible. They call them the Pilgrims. They came, they may have sat with them. Hey, we're going to come, we came to your beautiful land. We like what y'all got going on here. We want to come, we want to integrate with y'all. We're going, let's set up some schools, let's do this, boom, boom, boom. Right when they turn their back, knives and swords are drawn, they slaughtering them. That's what happened to our people. Read about the Trail of Tears. I want you to go home and look that up, the Trail of Tears. Look, I want you to look at that information. Go ahead, read.
Let me start 20.
Go, yeah.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
It said that he is talking about the so-called white man. This is talking about those pilgrims. It's talking about the Romans. It's talking about the Greeks. It's talking about their whole lineage, because they always do this. Everybody, I want you to understand this. Every nation is going to follow the characteristics of their forefathers in this Bible. That's why we can read this now and show you who you are today. You understand that? So the pilgrims came, and it said they had put their hands against those that had been at peace with them. The Native Americans were peaceful at first. They came naively, and they was like, okay, we could, y'all can come join the land. Y'all can bring this, okay, thanks for the blankets, all that. But not knowing, the pilgrims were bringing smallpox on the blankets. The pilgrims were bringing swords and weapons of war to kill the Native Americans. It wasn't there to feast with them. So it's showing you that all this stuff that we're taught in America is built on lies. You would say you was raised up on a tradition. Let's get Colossians 2. Let's get Colossians 2. Because we're here to show you that you have true traditions, meaning you have true laws, you have a true heritage. That's this Bible. In the Bible, our people were commanded to celebrate Passover. Our people were commanded to celebrate Feast of Dedication. We have our own holidays. The stuff that Esau, the stuff that this society gives you, it's all based on lies and killing. It's based on death. You don't want to celebrate those things. Read this. Why?
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you.
So I want you to beware, Angela, lest any man spoil you, because this whole society is built on spoiling the black community. It's built on spoiling our people, destroying our minds. Because to destroy our minds, we're going to destroy each other. Think about this. If our society is destroyed and there's no value in my mind, I got no value for myself. Now I got no value for you. Now I got no value for my brother. The man that looked like me, he mean nothing either. We all worth nothing. And we all built on traditions of death, Reed.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
You see that? It said we've been spoiled, meaning we've been tricked by philosophy and vain deceit after the traditions of man. Meaning us coming together, like, think about it. Did you ever ask yourself, why do you come together and have a turkey? Why everybody gotta eat turkey? Why can't we eat chicken? Why do they eat turkey? You see, you're like, that's a good question. Why everybody do that? Because we're just programmed, we're spoiled by the vain deceit of the white man's society today. Today we look around, okay, everybody get together, we just going through the motions. Put the turkey on the table, stuffing, cranberry sauce, not realizing they really mocking our people. That stuff all has representation. That stuff is all built upon lies and evil. It actually represents stuff. That's why you specifically have to have turkey, because that represents the body of the Native Americans that were slaughtered. The cranberry sauce that y'all have to have, nobody even really like cranberry sauce like that. Like that, nobody really like that stuff. Why we eat that in the black community? Because it represents the blood that came out of them. The stuffing represents their insides. Like, it's really a wicked. You might as well be sacrificing to a devil right there. It's like satanic worship. I'm gonna ask you this: do you celebrate your birthday? You say yes. Why do you celebrate your birthday? Yes, sir. Okay, we're gonna hold right there. Read this one. Keep reading on this.
After the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
You see that? Because all these things that we're taught and we're celebrating are after the rudiments of the world. Christ never told you to get a turkey. Christ never told you to put that on the table and celebrate that. Christ never, watch this. I'm going to shake you real quick. Christ never gave you Christmas. Even though they say it's in the name, Christ is in the, what does it say, Christ is the reason for the season? Christ is nowhere in Christmas. There's nowhere in the Bible to tell you to celebrate Christmas. Actually, on the contrary, the Bible literally tells you not to celebrate Christmas. But the pastor that's holding this Bible will bring that to you and say, okay, we're going to celebrate and have a Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas. So watch this. We're showing you all these traditions. They're fake, they're lies, and they're based on satanic worship.
That's right.
So now we're talking about what? Another tradition of man, a birthday. Because many of us out here that have no understanding are going to celebrate our birthdays because that's what we taught. You think it's a great thing? I've been another year on the earth. Time to celebrate my birthday. Watch this, though. Remember, we told you these things are based in satanic worship. What are you about to read here?
This is the Satanic Bible and birthdays.
So, it says the Satanic Bible. It's a chapter speaking on birthdays. 1, do you think you should be celebrating anything out of the Satanic Bible? She shook her head. No, definitely not. Because that would be worshiping Satan, correct? Okay, let's see how they worship Satan. Read.
It says, the idolatry of self-esteem, the highest of Satan's holy days. The highest of all holidays in the satanic religion.
Listen to this. It said the highest, the most esteemed holiday in the satanic religion. My brother back there, I see you listening as well. Watch this. It says the highest esteemed holiday in the satanic religion is what?
Is the date of one's own birthday.
It's the date of your own birth.
Bring it out.
Brother back there, you think you should be celebrating anything in the satanic Bible? You say no. Okay. Okay, so let's continue to get the understanding. Because we got to understand, then why do we do it? Where does that come from? Yeah, come up and deal. Come up and deal. I want to have a conversation with you, bro. Read.
It says, this is in direct contradiction to the holy of holy days of other religions.
Do you see that? The Satanists understand it. They say, we purposely celebrate our birthday. There you go. He got the actual satanic Bible right here. To prove to y'all, we're not making this stuff up. We clearly did not write this book. This is a real published book.
That's right.
I got nothing to do with the satanic Bible. And you shouldn't either. That's why you should stop celebrating your birthday. But what?
That's right.
It says they understand it's direct contradiction. Read.
This is in direct contradiction to the holy of holy days of other religions.
It says celebrating your own birth is in direct contradiction to what God has set up. Remember, we're not supposed to follow traditions of man after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ. Christ never told you to celebrate yourself. Let's give you the understanding why. Let's go to Exodus 20. First, we're going to start with the Big Ten. Y'all heard of the 10 Commandments before? Okay. So watch this. You're not having an understanding. When you celebrate your birthday, you're in direct contradiction to the 10 Commandments. You're in direct contradiction to what God and Christ want us to do. And that's because we've been taught that by society. We think it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
It said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So, at face value, is it saying, okay, I'm not going to worship other gods, correct? But think about this. On your birthday, what do you do on your birthday? I'm going to ask you. You have a party, people come through, and who are they celebrating? Celebrate who? She says you point to yourself. You say any point, they celebrating me. So in the Bible, where does it say that we're supposed to celebrate people? Oh man, Messiah was born this day. It is a great day. What that look like? That's idolatry. That's a form of worshiping. You should not be getting worship. Only worship goes to the Lord. 1 second, bro. 1 second, bro. What's going on?
Hey, officer, I asked them who did Jesus Christ die for.
Uh-huh.
He said all of us.
Okay. Okay. When you say all of us, what do you mean?
I mean everyone.
Everyone on the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, hold that thought. You celebrate your birthday?
Do I celebrate my birthday?
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
because I just don't celebrate it.
Okay, but is it okay to celebrate your birthday according to the Bible?
No, it's paganism.
It's paganism. You see that? I'm trying to show my sister Angela and my brother. What's your name, bro? You came up here. Elijah. That's a powerful name, bro. It's a powerful name. So I'm trying to show them that is paganism. I'm glad you have that understanding. But you understand, like a lot of our people still celebrate that. That's why we gotta bring out these scriptures and show you why that's incorrect. That's a form of idolatry. You agree? You have to understand it. We're not supposed to have other gods. Let's get more specific. Job 1. Job 1. 1 second, Elijah. Job 1. Let's get these scriptures. 1 second, Elijah. Hold that thought. We're going to get with you. We're going to get right with you. Read Job 1. 1 and 4. You catch the next one. Next one coming in 15 minutes. You ain't in no rush, man. You ain't go. Come on, man. So when the word of God come out, you got to go somewhere, Elijah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, man. Let's do it. Read.
Job chapter 1 and verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day.
So, these are Job's sons. It said they feasting. It said everyone his day. What's the day of the year? He'd be like, oh, that's her day. Oh, Angela, that's her day. What day is that? That's your birthday, correct? Let's make it even more clear. Go to Job 3 and 1. Because they might not believe me. Believe the Bible, though. It's going to explain what their day is. Go ahead.
Job chapter 3 and verse 1. After this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day.
Job said, curse my day. What's his day, read?
And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born.
You see that? He said he cursed his day, and he spoke and said, let the day perish wherein I was born. His day is referring to his birthday. Now let's go back to Job chapter 1 and verse 4. It said, Job's sons were feasting, everyone his day. You just said you have a party on your birthday. Guess what? You ain't the first to do that. These are more traditions that was rooted way back in paganism. We've been doing these sins for thousands of years. So, go read that again.
Job chapter 1 and verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, everyone his day.
Everyone threw a feast on their birthday. Go ahead.
And sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them.
So they doing what y'all do too. They calling their family members. Hey sis, hey, come through. You know it's my day. I got the cake. I got this lined up. We about to hit the club after. Come through. It's my day. Go ahead.
And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them.
But Job, go to Job 1 and 1. What's important about Job? Watch what Job does. I want to break down Job first, though.
Job chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
So Job was perfect and upright. Go ahead.
And one that feared God.
He feared God. Go ahead.
And eschewed evil.
And he eschewed evil. When evil was in the midst, he said, I got nothing to do with that. Hey, get that away. I fear God. Because I know if I'm taking a part in this evil, God's going to judge me. That's right. So, knowing Job's background, he's a perfect man. After his sons were feasting on their birthday, calling their sisters, what did Job do? Go back.
Job chapter 1 and verse 5. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning.
So he rose up understanding what they did, and he sanctified them. Job is a man that feared God. Go ahead.
And offered burnt offerings.
And he's offering burnt offerings. You seem like you're familiar with the Bible. So, in the Bible, when did we offer burnt offerings to the Lord?
Sacrifices when Jesus told us to. You know, we
Okay, so what's the point in the Bible when we offer sacrifice? What do we sacrifice for?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Read.
And offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all.
So he made a burnt offering for each one of them. He like, oh, they all took part in this. Go ahead.
For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned.
Have what?
Have sinned.
You heard that? It said they have sinned. So you're familiar with sin offering. So, we're going to let the sirens go by. Our brother right here, we explaining why we shouldn't be celebrating our birthdays. We was taught that.
My birthday.
We was taught that, but that's out of order.
My birthday next Saturday, too.
Okay, well, don't celebrate that next Saturday, bro. You know understand that? So, hey, so, brother right here. Y'all understand that Job sacrificed for sin because he had to understand that what? Them celebrating their birthday was idolatry. They were sinning against God. You follow me? So celebrating your birthday is a what? It's a sin. That's a clear understanding. Don't let nobody else tell you different. Because Colossians 2 and 8, they didn't hear it, Angela. I'm going to read it for them. I read it for you, but they're going to get it too. Why? Why I'm telling y'all, don't be deceived. Don't let no man tell you different. Your birthday is a sin. Straight up, don't do that thing, read.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
You see that? Because we've been deceived by the rudiments of the world, the traditions of men, and not after Christ. Christ told us not to celebrate those things. But the world told you to do it. When you go to CVS over there, they're going to have birthday when you get the cards and all that. But in the Bible, there's no way to say, oh yeah, thou shalt sign off the card and send it on one's birth. It say, don't do that. You laugh because you know it's not in there. You know it's not in there. We made these things up. We got to stop following these things. So, hey, watch this. You may be thinking in your head, man, but I do love the cake. I do love the punch. She's like, oh, I do. Why can't you eat cake any other day? You see how easy that is? 1 John 5:3. Because do y'all love God? You love God, bro? You love God, Angela? You love God, Elijah? Okay, so watch this. Watch how easy it is to not celebrate your birthday. You can eat cake any other day. You can call your sister to come over and feast any other day. You don't gotta wait till, let me line it up with the day I was born. That's what the world told you to do. Y'all should celebrate your family and be with your family whenever y'all can, bro. You should only show love on pagan holidays. What you need to say, Elijah? What you need to say? Go.
I'm gonna do something special on the day I was born on earth. And they're gonna do the Bible.
That's out of order, bro.
You know what I'm
That's out of order, bro.
You know?
We just read that's supposed to do. Why would you do something special? What's special about that day?
Because that's the day I was born on this earth. Came in this life.
You wasn't the only one born on that day. What else? That wasn't the only day. You wasn't the only person born on that day. So what makes it so special?
Me. I ain't saying I said me. That's the day I was born.
But who are you to be celebrated though?
Because
You see that thing? Like you see that? That's a selfish spirit, bro. That's a selfish spirit. It's not about you. We supposed to be celebrating God, bro. Watch this though. Watch this though. Watch this though. Watch this, Elijah. Watch this. Watch this. We gonna get this. Look. He said he want to do something special for that day about him. Let's go to Exodus 28. I want to show y'all something. He want to do something special on the day about him. Do you keep the Sabbath day? Do you keep the Sabbath day? Do you keep the Sabbath day?
Yeah, I got a Sabbath day.
What's the Sabbath day?
My Sabbath day is Sunday. My Sabbath day.
Stop. See that? When it came to his birthday, he got that joint right on the day. He said, oh, I'm going to do something special for my day. When it's God day, which we said, read the day. Read God's day. Stop, Elijah. Stop. You playing games, bro.
Exodus 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Elijah said, I want to celebrate Sunday, but God said, remember the Sabbath day. When is the Sabbath day according to the Bible? Let's read that.
To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works.
Make it plain.
But the seventh day.
But what day?
But the seventh day.
It says the seventh day, Elijah. You said you celebrating Sunday, though. You said you celebrating Sunday, though. We learned that in school. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You know the song. Sunday is the first day of the week, bro. There's nothing special about Sunday. And there's nothing special about the day you was born either. You need to check your spirit. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works. But the seventh.
Angela, hey, don't get sidetracked, Angela. You already see he out the spirit. You see he like, hey, God says don't celebrate your birthday. He gonna tell you celebrate your birthday. Angela, don't fall for it. Mark 4. Mark 4.
Get the mark. Mark 4. Hey, Elijah, get out the sister ear. Hey, sis. Come over here real quick. Because that brother has no knowledge. He celebrates his birthday, right? Matter of fact, give me sin. Give me sin first. Because celebrate your birthday is a sin, right? You see the officer brought that out, right? Hey, Elijah, celebrating your birthday is a sin. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So breaking God's laws is sin, right? Give me Romans 6:23. So check this out. What's going to happen to you if you keep celebrating your birthday? Because it's a sin according to God. So either you talking about, oh, it's my day and all this. Okay, cool. Let's see what God say going to happen. Go ahead.
Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death.
So the payment for sin is death. So Elijah keeps celebrating his birthday. Guess what? He gonna do what? He gonna drop dead. When Christ come back, he gonna kill you, Elijah, if you celebrating your birthday. That's because thus saith the Lord. God wrote the Bible. You got a problem with it? Look, hey, that's all right. Just go die. All right? That's all you gonna do is go die. You gonna go die. You gonna die the second death. Understand that. That's what you don't want. You feel me? God said keep his laws. He said if you break his laws, you're going to die. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You can have your own feelings about it if you want, but if you go against the laws of God, guess what? God said you're going to die. He not fit to bargain with you. Who was you for God to be bargaining with? You understand what I'm saying? You can't sit there and be like, God, man, that ain't right. Please. He made everything. He made you. You understand? So if you keep breaking his laws, you're going to die.
We used to scream black power, while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.